Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Iowa for the 30th race of the season and the first race of round 2 of the chase for the Cup. 4 drivers were eliminated last week at Milano. Those drivers were Charles Sanford, Nate Rogers, James Shelley, and Zach Flickinger, who will now battle it out for the top 5. 4 drivers will join them after this round as they fight to be 5th in points. Top chase eliminated driver. Remaining drivers in the chase: Colin Denton, Michael Amato, Alex Gray, Edwin Mendez, Caleb Hoffman, Jonathan Zolan, Johnny Gardner, Philip Parker, Deanna Jones, Martin Swartz, Alexander Rowe, and Jay Barker. In the order I just gave them to, that is average finish on the season, which would make you think, okay, this is the favorite. These are the guys that should be eliminated next. It cannot be true, but looking at average finishes, the people that were the worst for an average finish were eliminated. James Shelley was pretty damn close, though, to the first person that stayed in. Let's get you to your starting lineup. Seth Cole, your winner last week, on the pole for tonight's race at Iowa. Johnny Gardner will start in second. Charles Jackson, your winner at Chicagoland, starts besides Eric Benson in row 2. Two-time winner DJ Curtis will start next to Bristol winner Philip Goldberg in row 3. In row 4, it's Grayson Ace Fado, another two-time winner, with William Brock. And in row 5, we have Jake Rogers and one of our eliminated drivers, Charles Sanford. So that is what's on tap for today. I can't remember if we have hometown drivers. I think I completely forgot to do that. And I got rid of my sheet I had, so I forget if we have a hometown driver. I'll check it. I'll check during a caution if there is one. If not, oh well. Let's go trackside for Command Fire Engines.
Y'all come say it with me. Drivers, start your engine!
The drivers will pull off a pit road as we'll get ready for the 88 lap short track race, last short track race of the season, except for Springfield, which is kind of a short track, but it's technically a 1 mile dirt track. Let's see here. Just wanted to get that marked so I don't forget it. So we had green flag is out, by the way. Seth Cole was the, I want to say, 6th driver to get 2 wins on the season. Let's see. I'm not gonna. As Charles Jackson is fighting for the race lead with him already. This is a faster version of Richmond. See, high side can battle back just a bit. Jackson leads the first lap. And Charles Jackson will move to the front. Seth Cole fighting back on that high side, trying to keep second place. As Charles Jackson starts to pull away, DJ Curtis single file, nobody beside him, behind Eric Benson and Seth Cole. Seth Cole again with a huge run off of turn 4, which is allowing Charles Jackson to pull away. As Benson will finally clear Seth Cole going into 3. Now we'll see if the Tennessee native can close in on the 11 of Charles Jackson. DJ Curtis clears for third. Seth Cole now cleared for fourth. Jake Rogers and Grayson Ace Fado battle it out for fifth. As Caleb Hoffman looming in there in seventh to the inside of Johnny Gardner. Jake Rogers will complete the pass for fifth place. As Ace Fado falls to sixth. Here's some chasers. Caleb Hoffman, Johnny Gardner. There's Phil Parker. There's eliminated driver Nate Rogers. Gardner trying to hold that high line. See if he can get clear of Nate Rogers here. Nope. Gardner still stuck on that high side, but he's got a little help in the 26 at Goldberg. And Goldberg will now duck to the bottom. Jackson continues to pull away. Running fast lap after fast lap. And Jackson is dialed in. An eighth of the way through this race, and now I'm going to try and figure out what number two-time winner Seth Cole was. Okay, he was the seventh different driver to get multiple wins on the season. In total, we've had 21 different winners. Gardner is the only one with 3 wins on the year. Jackson continues to pull away. Top 5, rest of the top 5 not really changed. Hoffman 6th, Nate Rogers 8th, Goldberg 9th, and Johnny Gardner is rounding out the top 10. Gardner continues to show that he is the favorite. Highest chase driver right now, Caleb Hoffman in the 22. Now everyone got reset evenly this time for round 2, so finishing positions really matter here in this first race. And it pretty much really in every race in this round, because you don't have any bonus points from the regular season to help you out with. As James Shelley's making a move on William Brock for 11th place. Shelley eliminated from the chase last week after he was turned by Jay Barker in what is being called a controversial wreck amongst the garage area. A Ford trying to eliminate Chevy drivers from the chase. In fact, all 4 drivers eliminated were Chevy drivers. Remaining in the chase are a total of 4 Fords, which include Colin Denton, Caleb Hoffman, Johnny Gardner, and Jay Barker himself. The remaining Chevy drivers include Michael Amato, Alex Gray, Jonathan Sorlin, Philip Parker, and Martin Suarez and Alexander Rowe. So there are still 6 Chevy drivers, but think about it. They cut off 4 of the 10 Chevrolet drivers in the chase. Ford still has all 3 of their guys in, and Toyota has their 2, Edwin Mendez and Deanna Jones. But that is the controversy right now surrounding Chevrolet and Ford. Whether it matters or not, the only thing that would have changed if Shelley hadn't been wrecked and had continued where he was running is he would have jumped out and advanced to this round, while Deanna Jones wouldn't have, and there would have been 1 less Toyota driver. So it didn't really benefit Ford for them to hound the 27 there, as now Shelley's going for 10th on Johnny Gardner. James Shelley seems to have a really fast race car. He clears Johnny Gardner with ease for 10th place. Looking at the fastest lap times, fastest goes to Sam at Oskin, who's actually right behind Shelley. Ran a 21.703. You can see only Charles Jackson's lap is only 7th fastest. 23, 26, and 27 seem to be the fast cars of the night, as Oskin looks to take away 12th place from William Brock, and it looks like he will do just that. Goldberg, however fast he may be, is still trapped in 9th place. DJ Curtis in 3rd, trying to maybe look to get around Benson for 2nd. Jackson continues to pull away, now with a 1.72 second lead. As we look at the back of the field, see who's doing bad tonight. Alex Gray, Michael Amato, 2 of our chasers. You know, we talk about Chevy not being in that controversy with Ford, but, you know, their drivers put themselves in that situation of having a bad run. Nate Rogers got in a wreck. Flickinger was in a wreck, though he couldn't do anything. He got pulverized by Fitzwater. But Gray and Amato, 36, 37. Jonathan Sorlin's back here. And then Deanna Jones. Those are the bottom 4 chasers. You can see Alexander Rowe not doing too hot either. Colin Denton's in 26th. Mendez is 23rd with Suarez in 22nd. Those are the chasers outside the top 20. Barker 18th. Parker 15th. Gardner 12th, as Oskin's passed him now for 11th. Hoffman in 7th. Those are the chasers running it right now. But I gotta say, Shelley and Oskin are fast cars. These guys should have to pit at least once tonight. If they pit before lap 44, it'll be borderline. This is a short track. I believe they should pit around 44 because that's when the trucks pit in their 50-lap race. But Shelley is fast. He's probably got the fastest car on the track right now. So Shelley and Oskin will be looking for some good finishes tonight. You can see right there almost 2/10 faster. And there's Shelley making the move for 9th on Philip Goldberg. So Goldberg was one of the top 3 fastest cars, along with Shelley on his inside and Oskin behind him. But he can't seem to hold on right now. But, oh, look at that high line run. Oskin will be right behind Shelley here if he can clear the 26. Shelley will clear the 26 for 9th. Oskin should be right by for 10th. No, Goldberg fighting back on the high side. Shelley is cleared. And Oskin clears for 10th. So the 27 and the 23 pass the 26, who was a teammate to the 23. Now we'll see how many more spots they can pick up. Definitely going faster than all the cars in front of them. Even the leaders, the 27 and the 23 are the fastest two cars on the racetrack. Nobody up here can seem to pass anyone. Looking back, seeing if there's any other action going on. Not really finding anything except for Peter Sands passing Fitzwater. Last place, Tony Green. He sums up their season. They're one of the bottom three in points, along with LJ Toledo and Austin Alves, all running back here in the back. So that just shows their season summed up right here at Iowa. Charles Jackson now with a 2.5 second lead almost. They just brought out a really fast race car tonight. He will join the crowd. If he wins tonight, he'll be the 8th driver to capture multiple wins on the season. And he'll join another array of drivers that didn't make the chase with multiple wins. And the funny thing is Jackson didn't make the chase at all because he didn't have any wins in the first place. I'd say Jackson wouldn't want us to say of a what-if scenario. If he had won Texas, he would make the chase. If he had won Texas right now, he would have locked himself in from winning Chicagoland. He would probably lock himself in here into round 3 if he wins this race. He's if the trend continues, we'll see him win Puco, which is the first race of round 3, if he wins tonight. And it's looking like it. He keeps pulling away from these cars. Shelley and Oskin are about to maybe prepare to pass the 89 of Nate Rogers as they're getting close to green flag stops here. It looks like we'll have another green flag race. We've gone about 4 straight races now. Or 5, actually, because Armory Digital had no cautions. So Armory, Chicagoland, even though Papyrus and Milano had no yellows on, they still kind of count because it was caution-free. And then tonight, if it does go caution-free, that'll be the 5th straight race of no cautions. Jackson's lead almost 3 seconds now. As Grayson Ace Vado's looking for 5th place back on Jake Rogers. See Rogers get that highline run. Ace Vado not giving up. Jake Rogers just too powerful. It's going to swing by back on the outside and keep 5th. Tires are just too worn. It's harder to pass. As Nate Rogers will look under Caleb Hoffman for 7th. Oh, nope. And now Oskin underneath James Shelley. Shelley, though, Oskin leans back, gives the spot back. There's Nate Rogers, though, still under Caleb Hoffman. Battle for 7th place. James Shelley right behind the 89. As we are halfway through the race tonight. Hoffman continuing to battle as Nate Rogers clears him for 7th place. Now battle for 8th between Hoffman and Shelley. Shelley does not take any time at all as Goldberg will plop the 23 on the high side. Ooh, almost making contact. As pit stops, Grayson Acevedo and Charles Jackson coming down. Jackson pits first time by, gives the lead to Eric Benson. Pitting on lap 46, so these guys will make it on one pit stop. As Eric Benson will dive down. Seth Cole behind him. DJ Curtis will stay out a lap. Oh, and something happened to Peter Sands. Not sure what happened if he spun, but no yellows. Yellows are no yellow flag out. As Curtis will come to pit. As Colin Denton stays out. Does he lead a lap? Nope, second. Didn't quite get there. Now guys are going to be pitting while all the guys come out. Sekuli, Alves, they all... Alex Gray's back down. Something happened to him. There's Charles Jackson. There's James Shelley. Just got to wait for everything to cycle back around because of short track action. Peter Sands, I believe, is a lap down. I'm not sure what his issue was. There's DJ Curtis. There you see Acevedo, Benson. Appear to be second, third, fourth, with Shelley fifth. We have had wrecks coming out of pit road before, so it is a spot to watch. There's Jackson. There's Alex Gray back down pit road yet again. Something wrong with this 46 car. And not what this team needed. As they continue to bounce back down pit road. They can't seem to get service. He's not pitting it in right, and he keeps coming back down because he can't get service. So that could bring out a caution. Once he runs out of gas, Martin Suarez, the same thing's happening to him. So two chase drivers can't get service, and this is going to give them pretty poor finishes. Jackson the leader by 4 seconds. Let's see if I'm right. And Martin Suarez is doing the same thing as Alex Gray. Alex Gray finally ran out of gas. Well, we're not going to Iowa next season. So Alex Gray's run out of gas. He'll make pit road. He'll actually get into a stall this time. And he'll get service. And there's the 14 out of gas too. Alex Gray did not bring out a yellow. I'm looking for that light. Looks still green to me. They're green still, yep. Jackson now dealing with some lap traffic. Alex Gray, Zach Flickinger. Gray took about 8 laps to pit, so he'll have the freshest tires out here on the racetrack. And there's a caution. There's the caution. Was it for Martin Suarez? Yeah, I believe it was. He's too slow going on the apron. This changes everything for Charles Jackson. Now this will escape Alex Gray from going 6 laps down. You see multiple cars racing by the pace car. There's Suarez. Now question, do these guys pit for tires? Jackson's big lead is gone. Peter Sands is a lap down. Suarez stopped at the entrance to pit road. And he finally got towed. So not what Suarez or Gray wanted. Glitched pit stalls. Just another track not to go to next year. Can't remember having that problem the last time I came here. Didn't look like they were glitched. It looked like they were going to pit into them too hard. So maybe pit speed should be lowered. Charles Jackson is your race leader. Peter Sands will restart on the inside lane. Benson is second. Ace Vado third. Shelley is up to 4th place. DJ Curtis 5th. Jake Rogers 6th. Seth Cole 7th. Nate Rogers 8th. Philip Goldberg 9th. And Sam Oskin is 10th. Let's see. Looking through chasers. Barker 11th. Gardner 12th. Hoffman 14th. Sorlin's up to 18th. Parker 19th. Mendez 22nd. Jones 24th. Rowe 26th. Amato 27th. Denton 28th. And Alex Gray 41st. Suarez 42nd will continue as well. Alright, I'll be back for the race restart. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Found out we do have a hometown driver, because I'm pretty sure we did. And that is Jay Barker himself. So coming to his hometown race with controversy surrounding him. That's kind of crazy. Alex Gray, Martin Suarez will also be on the inside line. So this is interesting because these cars aren't damaged. Now we know the high line works. We know these guys aren't slow. Slow. But this could get interesting. James Shelley appears to be the fastest car on the racetrack. This could get very interesting. 26 laps to go. Doubt we're going to have a caution because it was for gas. Someone ran out of gas. And Jackson is... Peace out, yo. Peter Sands was sleeping. And with the side-by-side action behind Jackson, I think that all but settles that issue. Benson's going to clear Suarez. See, Ace Vado will clear him too. Shelley's getting held up. It looks like running out of gas does have its issues. Ace Vado gets by one of them. Benson's got 2 in the way, and that's really just going to help Jackson pull away. Benson right on the bumper of Peter Sands. Can't seem to get by him. Oh, DJ Curtis and Seth Cole and others working their way by the slow car Martin Suarez. That's really hurting James Shelley. All that he worked for is going down the drain. Now Seth Cole looking for 4th on DJ Curtis. Nate Rogers trying to hop into the top 5 here. Jay Barker, the hometown boy himself, is up into the top 10 as the highest chase driver. It might not be a win-win, but if they're the highest chaser after finishing the race tonight, that is a win. Barker got his one win at Texas Motor Speedway. Gardner's looking right behind them, though. You know, you think these Ford guys got to work together because they are 1, 2, 3 in the chase right now, as they are almost 3 wide behind. Racing is going crazy. People trying to gain spots. Suarez holding up a lot of people. Right now it's Ford 1, 2, 3 in the chase, in the race. And the controversy continues to swirl as Benson is catching Charles Jackson. Alex Gray, we forgot, has the freshest rubber out of these guys. Suarez has damage because he ran out of gas, I think, but Gray does not. And Gray's pulling away because he has the freshest rubber. That has allowed Benson to catch up to Charles Jackson. Remember, Jackson pit first. The restart was not what he wanted to see, because now he's got older tires than the people behind him. Johnny Gardner looking to pass Jay Barker. So Gardner makes that pass on Barker. Jake Rogers also trying to loom inside the top 10. But Benson might pull off the biggest upset of them all. Jackson has led 71 laps. And it's looking like it's going to go down the drain because Benson is faster than him. Still got to make that pass, but it's probably going to happen here with 16 to go. Ace Vado's not catching up. DJ Curtis and Nate Rogers are a bit. It's going to be tough to catch so far back, though, with cars in the way like Peter Sands and Grayson Ace Vado. Benson's looking. He's looking. He's looking right there on the bumper of Charles Jackson. And, ooh, Jackson does not want to let him get by. Gray pulls away. 4 laps down. Suarez has almost fallen all the way to the back. They are 3 wide in the back of the pack here. Back to 2 wide. Benson still right on the back end of Charles Jackson, not letting him get away. Nobody else is close enough. Curtis is closing up, but he's too far back to catch in 13 laps. These guys are running identical laps. Benson doesn't seem to have enough to get by. Benson grew up around Bristol Motor Speedway. You'd think he could get something going, back up, get a run, get underneath the 11. He's looking again, but Jackson's not going to give him the line. He's going to have to move him. As Sorlin, who was in the top 20, has gotten himself held up by Martin Suarez. We already know that Suarez and Alex Gray have a lot of work to do in these next 2 races if they're going to advance to round 3. And now Jackson's starting to peel a bit back away from Eric Benson as they'll hit 10 laps to go. With 8 to go, Jackson has either saved his stuff while defending his position, or Benson has used up his stuff, because holy crap, Jackson's pulling away from Benson now. Yeah, Benson can't hang on. He's starting to falter. That might explain why he couldn't get past Charles Jackson. Nate Rogers has moved up to 4th. Goldberg's looking for 5th, and look at Johnny Gardner. James Shelley's back up to 9th. Gardner's trying to maybe go for a top 5 finish in these last few laps, as Nate Rogers is looking for 3rd on Grayson Acevedo, and he will drive by the 5 car. So Nate Rogers up to P3. Goldberg's up to 4th, and Gardner just moved up to 5th. Gardner with another late race charge like he had at Chicagoland. Oh no, he was up to 6th. Now he's looking for 5th on Philip Goldberg. And he's trying to drive right by him, and he did. So now Goldberg falls back to 6th. Gardner's up to 5th. Oh, he lifted a bit, was trying to get under Acevedo. 4 laps to go. Benson with another charge on Jackson. It's not over yet. He's got to make a move sooner. He's not going to have any time. Remember, Benson would be looking to become the 22nd different winner. Benson's fighting for a championship in the Truck Series right now. Trying to come here these next 2 races, get a win in the Cup Series. 2 to go at the start-finish line. They will not catch the 14. 2 to go. Benson's looking yet again. Can he get there? No, he can't. Nothing is working for the one of Eric Benson. Gardner has moved up to 4th. He could be looking to try and get 3rd on Nate Rogers here in the last lap. White flag in the air for Charles Jackson. But does Benson get there again? Same move. Can't do it. Last chance into turn 3. Benson doesn't seem to have enough. Can he get there? No, he will not. Charles Jackson will win at Iowa. And get his 2nd win of the season. Benson came up short, just didn't have enough. Nate Rogers 3rd. Gardner almost got him for 3rd. He gets 4th. DJ Curtis 5th. Jake Rogers 6th. Acevedo 7th. Philip Goldberg 8th. James Shelley 9th. And Seth Cole rounds out the top 10. So that is our race here at Iowa. I will see you guys next week as we head to another road course. This time we go down to Florida to Sebring, a track that has produced photo finish before in my offline career, believe it or not. So I will see you guys at Sebring.